You gotta give a real good muscle.
All right.
Now
I'm gonna wait till he comes in.
double drop.
Nobody's in there.
All about how life got switched to the
Good spin.
right there.
Those
two. All right, now I gotta look up
Alright.
what 2 is.
This fool was just spray painting an F over
Now he has
another
to use
F.
the secret
Thanks, Frank.
decoder.
In West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground is where I spend most of my days.
Cooling out, maxing, relaxing out, cooling out, shooting some b-ball outside of school, and a couple of guys. It was up to no good. Started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight, and my mom got scared. She said, "You moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel Air." I whistled for a cab.
Oh shit!
Oh, this is the
shit,
long
that's the
version.
one.
This is the long version. Get
damn
this
it.
shit out of here.
Look what we're watching.
I don't have
guys.
time for this
What are
shit.
we watching?
We're watching a battle suggested by Nakaya.
Ooh.
Shout out Nakaya. We're watching
Caddy
Cadillack
versus
Ron
AB Hoggish. Woo! Wow.
Good.
It's like he
So
knew I was
very
gonna
good.
be
Yeah,
here.
exactly. Hell yeah.
It's like
The
Nakaya
wheel
knew.
has spoken.
Oh, beautiful. You know what? Fuck, this would have been the first time that we ever didn't watch a caddy battle that I was here. Every time I've ever been here, we watched a caddy battle, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I think every single time. Yeah. Fucking gang, that's like the heavens fucking sending a message like, oh bro, you forgot something. All right, let's go. This battle's fucking crazy. This is the battle that this one was what? Caddy in this? In Hoggish?
You talking about the Indian guy? Well, I think.
I'm like, this is mine, and we would never get rid of this battle. This battle is a piece of magical history. This is a Hemo Rage Caddy bleeding in this battle for no reason. AP9, I invited AP9 to this event, and AP9 was looking at me like, what the fuck did you invite me to?
You won him over too.
Oh, he enjoyed it. He enjoyed it.
Was this testosterone caddy?
Yeah.
This is testosterone caddy for sure.
Steroids,
667.
Andrew.
Cole.
What up? Okay, we're gonna watch
Let's go.
Cadillac Ron versus AB Hoggish from what version of bots?
Damn, this shit got 108,000 views. Shouts. Bots, this is BOTZ2. AB Hoggish is locked up forever.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say that.
Yeah, forever locked up. So we'll never be seeing AB Hoggish again.
So
I don't
this
know,
was,
maybe unless he comes out in 25 years and wants the battle.
This was on.
Since I didn't say that, the crazy thing is, so this is a battle with 2 people you will never see again.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. One, you know, Caddy's gone, and
Yeah.
AB Hoggish, you know, I think it's
Damn.
like he got a 25 to the whole thing.
Shit, man, that's
I
unfortunate.
know he got like a he got the
Really?
stretch. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
The
Oh,
whole
shit.
thing. The
California's
whole
got some
thing.
fucked up laws.
Well, yeah.
Man, that sucks. But yeah.
Well,
Bots too.
Yeah.
Bots
This is the
too.
thing though. Like I would say this when a lot of people like judge artists for being like specifically what the fuck they are in practice and music and shit, and then they're like, oh, this fool got arrested for doing this thing. He's like, yeah, motherfucker, he's been rapping about doing that thing this whole fucking time. Like,
Yeah.
are you really surprised that he lived up to the fucking expectation of what he's been saying he's been fucking doing the whole time? You know
So
what I mean?
you dealt with Hoggish. He was very professional, right?
Fucking
always super
great
on
guy.
point.
Great guy.
And he was always super professional. dealing
Cool
with
cat.
me. Here's the craziest story about
Smooth
him.
motherfucker.
He showed up at an event in LA slightly before this, you feel me? And he was, when he was battling, I forget who it was, but it was at one of the Caddy Absurd LA riot events. And this fool had gotten shot and went to the battle and did the battle before going to the hospital. He was like, well, when I go to the hospital, I'm going to be here for too long. I know I have enough. I'll be all right. It was just a leg shot. So that fool is a
gangster, dude. That's fucking
he's
awesome.
definitely
Yeah,
brilliant.
man.
Yeah.
The realest one.
Like
One of the realest
straight up
ones.
Jesse Ventura, like I ain't got time to bleed.
Yeah, you got motherfuckers like puking because they're stressed out
Yeah.
because they took
I can't
too
do
much
the battle.
Adderall.
I'm hungover.
Yeah. And then this motherfucker got shot.
Yeah, does the battle. Shout out AB
definitely one of the
Hoggish.
more-
That's crazy.
One of the more managed things I've seen in my tenure.
But Bots 2, this was early
This was
day
the
of Bots.
first event that we did ourselves. This was just when we decided, all right, we don't need voice box anymore. We're just gonna put this shit on our own
because
channel.
the first one was voice backs. Yeah.
Yeah. So this was the
In
first
that
event.
warehouse.
Shouts out to Chuck,
in a
baby.
warehouse.
Swagger tattoo.
Went there with my girlfriend. This is like I think the first battle I brought my girlfriend to. Which is
Fire.
hilarious.
This was
Yeah,
box 2?
Hey,
And
babe,
she
check
stuck
this
with
out.
you.
Yeah, and she's
Yeah, that's
still-
how you knew she was a keeper.
And she's the blackout voice. So
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, this whole event was tight. Dan versus Rome was on the card. Remy D versus Deadman. Fredo versus...
Fuck, no idea, man.
Maybe he didn't battle.
Maybe he didn't, because he battled Reverse Live on the first one.
Word.
But I don't know. It was, classic bots.
Bird bars.
Yeah, this is you versus Rowan, right?
Bird bars,
like the birth of bird bars.
Which is so funny that it was so shitty that day, and then it's become such a thing. Like, so many people have done bird bars, and like I definitely like turned it around.
You took
and made
advantage of it, right?
That's what I always did in Battle
I
Rap.
remember I pulled up in the rental Mustang. I was off.
Yeah, I remember that day so well. Yeah, you, Joe Cutter were there. Yeah.
AP9 was there, bro.
AP9,
so fire.
I love AP9.
He's the man, dude. Yeah. He's such a cool cat.
Super
dope. He, even though he fucking roots for the Vegas Knights and fucking anybody who roots for a team, you fucking root for a team that's a year old, bro, and you used to live in the like general vicinity of the Sharks. Like, go.
You take that personal.
Take it real person, guys.
The Sharks the only hockey team in the Bay?
Yeah. That's it, man.
Yeah. Well, it's hockey, so
whatever.
I'm just kidding. I love hockey.
Whatever.
I played hockey. That was like the only sport I fucking liked a lot.
Of course you did.
All right, bro. Let's get the fuck into it. Fast forward through all these sponsors. I remember everybody's really tan at this event too because it was like the fucking dead summer.
Dead summer, so we're all like burnt up a little
everybody's
bit.
like fucking sunburned.
Welcome to battle.
See this?
Oh, you know what's tight is I wasn't in this battle, huh? I was just like around. Fucking fire, dude.
Yeah, I remember when I first saw Caddy come in and his head was bleeding and we were like, "What happened to you?" And he was just like, "Nothing. What are you talking about?"
Performance art.
I was like, "What the fuck?" And then, but this was before he did the whole thing against Ray Vicious, where I understood what he was doing. Like at this point, I was like, I thought he got in a fight or something, and I was like, "Are you like okay?" Because it looked kind of bad, you know.
No, he was bleeding a little bit from his forehead and his chest.
No, yeah, he cut his chest and then he like the side of his head.
Yeah, specifically.
No, it was AP9 that fucked Ice-T's bitch Coco.
Yes.
Fucking, so that's an interesting.
That's
thing
hard as fuck.
That is also interesting.
Z2, I am your main fucking man, Caustic, on my left side.
Fucking San Jose version of the bunker right here.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
5 years.
I don't smoke crack, motherfucker. I sell it. Hard times. The Zay, is you active? Yeah. No. The Zay, is you active?
That's straight from the King of New York, right there.
Kosher King.
Yeah, also, another significant thing about this battle wasn't this the first.
Look
battle
how fucking good these fools did on the first event that they ever.
That's what I'm fucking about to say. God damn it, Jesus Christ, the Moist Mob. It's their first event, right?
In that video.
Stole your thunder, baby.
Yeah, no,
I'm
son of a
so
bitch.
much fucking mob.
But yeah, the guys that do all the amazing production for Counterproductive, this was their first event, right?
This was the first one. Well, technically,
Andrew's first event, I think.
well, it wasn't because the first one was supposed to be done by VoiceBox, but they ended up only using Andrew's footage. But he didn't edit it.
Yeah.
They edited it and then
yeah.
uploaded it to their channel.
Yeah.
So this was the first one that they shot and they edited.
Yeah.
And after that, it was like, bro, look at this shit in fucking whatever 2000.
You can also tell like they learned a lot from this event too. Like
So
the color
much.
doesn't match, you know,
Everything.
but it still looks fucking incredible. For,
They event to event have gotten
Yeah,
so
it's
much
just, like,
better.
progressing.
That's
every single
crazy
time.
right there.
Yeah, shout out Moist Mob, Kyle and Andrew. You guys are the shit.
They're the best.
NYC.
Yo, my man.
Sir, sock motherfucking Wheezy, put him in a box and say easy.
Really?
We out here, man. About to get into a crazy
Go
battle,
walk.
man. Let's go.
Don't get caught up, my man.
AP9, I'm in my business. Hold on. I see my partner fucked your bitch.
Jesus.
Not to put anyone on Front Street.
He's not.
No fingerprints. They shit.
Yes, I was feeling myself.
Said no fingerprints, no fingerprints.
I was feeling myself hard.
This fool's on all this shit.
Man, hey, on my left hand
Listen.
side, representing Stockton, repping that jungle shit.
Man.
Please make some noise for my
I miss
homeboy
Molly
AP
Lush.
Hogish.
Bring back Molly.
Feel some type of way.
Yo, and I'm all right.
On my right hand side, Maquina Muerte zone. Give it up. Motherfucking Cadillack.
The sponsor gave me a t-shirt.
I look like a fucking bitch.
Mummy Fashion Show.
Man, this is my favorite era of Caddy. He looks
Yo.
fucking awesome during this era.
There you
His
go.
fucking wife beater, like in that awesome haircut.
Yo, it's all about the sponsor gave him a
muscles.
t-shirt to
He's
wear,
got some
and it's
chest
just like
muscles
holds it.
popping.
He holds it up because he cut himself, so he wants you to see all the blood.
This is iguana hair steroid caddy.
Oh, that is hilarious. They didn't wear the shirt.
No, he just
held it
held
up.
it up.
Ain't nobody nobody
Look
cool.
at Avo back there.
Ain't nobody
He has
cool.
no idea.
Shout out, ain't nobody cool. It's dope.
Mummy fashion show.
Has
you
no
feel
idea
me,
what he took his lady to go
motherfucker,
see right
what?
now.
McKinney, bitch. Elephant Graveyard. Nutrex Research Laboratories offer that goodness. You feel me?
That's that hoop shit. All right, he obviously came from much farther away.
Cost going to
It was like 2013, man.
It is tails. We got first round on Cadillac Raw. Pay attention, y'all. Yeah.
Hold it down, hold it down.
He's a fucking
already amazing. There's like one person talking. Hold it down.
Hold it down. Hold it down.
It's a fucking threat.
Hold it down, hold it down. Motherfucker.
Fools were frightened of him.
You look like an extra from a Hotel Rwanda sequel. That five head remind me of a misshapen jalapeno. Cause your head's all pointy in the front and dented in the back. You look like your mom used Hennessy and Jack to say pregnancy is whack. Motherfucker, the effects of your mother's drug use during her pregnancy have been bothering you for years. She called her Quaaludes prenatal vitamins and gargled them with her beer. Judging how your eyes don't align properly with your ears, it's safe to say that's a sign that your fetal alcohol syndrome was moderate to severe.
God damn. Is it moderate to
You were
severe?
conceived to an Andre Nicotina tape. On a car seat in the Fillmore. The only thing your biological mother ever told you was, I'm sorry you weren't stillborn.
So
You
raw,
slithered
dude.
out of that putrid purple pussy.
Oh, there we go, Caddy.
I said you slithered out of that
I
putrid
said you gotta
purple
repeat it.
pussy. Greasier than cheese steaks and Crisco. Dripping in amniotic fluid that smelled like peach-flavored Cisco. This trick baby was never loved. His mom was too busy freebasing disco, but she was a hard-working hooker. Popped a mountain, still turned 3 dates in Frisco.
Fuck.
I said this Crip gets anxiety when he watches Maury. What, you thinking you're gonna see your dad? I mean, your parents had so many STDs, it makes sense that you grow up to be a crab.
Fuck.
His eyes so squinty you can't even tell when he's talking to you. I guess this is what happens when Shaka Zulu eats too many ramen noodles.
Yeah.
And they told me he was biracial. I was like, so what? That just means he was born with his fro stuck in a bowl cut. His mom told him to get his own lunch because he thought that would make him a grown-up, so he showed up with spoiled kimchi and a watermelon fruit roll-up. Hold up. See, I don't think you know AB, but when you gonna face me, AB stands for the Brotherhood, and I don't think you know AB. And when you got out on parole lately, I heard you had the whole AB in your whole AB. So let me get it straight. Once again, you don't know AB. Now I'm gonna put on my business tie. What's up, little guy? I can tell that you're part gook without looking at them little eyes. But I ain't gonna sympathize, I'll let this bitch decide. So, do you want your chicken fried or with some sweet and sour mixed inside? Cause I could cast you as 2 villains in a double feature Nazi flick where you're like a kamikaze Crip that drops 40s instead of bombs and shit. I'm murking 2 minorities at once, bitch. Kill them on some sloppy shit. And when I stop your teeth out on the curb, I'll make sure it's a karate kick. All BS aside, remember when you almost fought Bricks? That shit got stopped quick because both of you realized you were Fox kids. Wait, Bobby's World Fox kids.
Fuck.
I am not Bricks. Don't get those chopsticks in a knot, bitch. You talk shit, raise a fist, and Jaden Smith get drop kicked.
Shit. Caddy, fuck.
I said I heard you're black and Asian. That's hard. I don't know how you survived it. You're like the only motherfucker that could steal a car and did not know how to drive it.
Fuck.
That's fucking crazy.
Survived it. You're like the only motherfucker that could steal a car and did not know how to drive it.
AP9 like that one.
Hey, dude, I'm
I don't
saying,
know if y'all understood the
like,
magnitude of all that.
you gotta understand, like, Caddy was, what he was doing right there is like, like exactly what we be praising Arsenal for all the fucking time. He was like, what's the way to be the most disrespectful to the person that I'm battling? You know what I mean? Like, and this fool would sacrifice what people thought of him to get to the fucking core of like destroying his opponent. You know what I mean? He was a fucking performance artist. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna lie, it's not shit that I would say, but it was hella fucking hard. And
dude, everything he said from the like at some point it just turns, definitely, like at the like purple pussy Cisco ambiotic fluid point, it's like, oh shit, now we getting real racist. And then at some point he starts talking about like the Aryan Brotherhood and shit. And this is the thing, is he knows that this fool has been locked up like he's been locked up. Like so he knew that about Hoggish. So like he wouldn't have said that shit to somebody else who hasn't done like Cali real like yard time. So like, and so he's saying that he's perfectly like, I'm gonna fuck this dude's head up. You know what I mean? And like to the point too where I think like fools were sketch off caddy. So this fool came in covered in blood, like to where like if you're gonna make a decision to fight me, you know what I mean? Like it ain't gonna be.
I take it as some. You're right, fool, and I take it as some street shit like with caddy. And I guess because I'm from out here, from LA, and I've seen characters like caddy out here and grew up with them. So it's not that outside the box for me to picture a street scenario of that type of person, which a lot of people have a hard time digesting. So they're like, whoop. But everything he's saying for what he's putting out there is completely in the pocket and like is a good addition to it. And that's why it ain't bothering anybody that's really about.
Yo, what the thing is,
like Hoggish.
Wait till you see these fools after the battle. Or it's like what you
don't see about it. You don't see Dre Vicious upset. These are like known gang members.
No, and they're fucking like stoked on caddy. And like I got an interview with them.
It's fucking like it's the lame fucking academic ass. Oh, I'm gonna analyze it. People of every race who have objection with that shit. And
well, and it's so funny
if you really from the hood. Out here, you might not like it, but you'd be like, oh, okay, that's that fucking white boy Peckerwood whoop-de-whoop shit. You feel me? And with essays and whoop-de-whoop and like that shit that we've seen. Just like you see a dude like Ohms, he's in the pocket for his character out here. You feel me? You see it, but other people they would see it and it might not make sense.
Yeah, true. And the way these fools interacted with each other after the battle, it says everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was love.
Handshaking. AB Hoggish is like, man, what the fuck? You said some fucked up shit like that. Like, and just like everybody understands what it is, and that's why like, that's the one thing I always say about caddies. Motherfuckers don't understand is like, don't talk to me about like some real life racist shit and compare it to some shit that caddy did in a battle. This was performance art. You know what I'm saying? Don't be like, oh, that one time he showed up in a KKK outfit. You're like, oh, I mean the one time they asked him to show up in a fucking KKK outfit. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, don't. Like, tell me you want.
That's like not dismissible fully, but at the same time, it's not taking place in like fucking real life.
No, 100%. And what I'm saying is he made a decision. He sacrificed what people thought of him personally.
I'm impressed he was able to go on Angry Fan and have Angry Fan like defending him. Like,
no, 100%.
Their whole fucking.
That's the whole thing. Whenever anybody ever questioned about that shit, he like was very reasonable, and I think people like empathized with him heavily.
Yeah, they were totally against Daylight at that moment, like through that whole thing. Like,
well, at the end of the day, what the point I was trying to make is that like, don't compare. Tell me a story about Caddy where he was racist in real life. You know what I mean? Like, don't compare. Don't talk to me about like some shit he said in a battle.
Like the time he kicked an Asian homeless person.
No, not at all. It doesn't happen. But and that's why like this fool could say all that crazy shit and then command all the respect of all these people in the room, no matter what race they were, because they knew on the one-to-one interacting with this dude that they could separate the person from the performance. You know what I'm saying? And like that's why Dre Vicious was cool with this fool. I got a dope ass interview with them after their battle. That's why these two were cool, because they actually have more in common than a lot of motherfuckers. You know what I mean? And they're both not here anymore.
Yeah, word up.
And Hoggish is wild, and his rounds shouldn't be understated by Caddy's fucking crazy, like where Caddy's taking it. You know what I mean?
But give it up to that shit. That shit.
Round one. That's on Hoggish. What do you think, bro?
Kill it, kid. That was magnitude, though.
Hold it down.
So high. Say it like this.
I said, AB Hoggish versus a dope fiend. But they say you got bars for a bump. Guess that makes you a dope fiend. See, you a pro with the meth, but I get off that bow mean. I got something that'll lift sir up.
when I lean like codeine. You smoke cream. Yes, that makes you a hard white. When I crack heads, I leave dudes tweaking all night. You ain't the boss type when you get...
One of my favorite things about Hogish is when he raps, he was a performer. That fool would look at the camera and like raise his eye off on time. Like after every good bar, he like look at it.
He'd rap at the camera.
Yeah, he knew what the fuck he was doing.
Getting high on your own supply. How you named yourself after a car when you ain't even known to drive. These torture tactics that make his life flash before his eyes. Y'all gonna watch him burn alive. Like gray hairs, you better hope to die. My clips oversized, they clear streets. You got a rifle, better put up that low heat. Cause this cannon a murk the planet. That's real beef. If Ron AR tests, he gon' meet a world peace. I'm a thorough beast. AB Hogish, a young savage. You got 50 battles on the net. You ain't famous for one classic. No backup, it's no need. I'll shoot up a drug addict, then stash his body in my cellar. That's where I drug addicts. You a bum faggot. I said, you a bum faggot. If your boo get to passing, I'ma sell her a dream about jewels in a mansion. Cause I can make your girl more happy. As soon as I'm stabbing, she gon' fire the caddy like Shooter McGavin. I'm using the cannon like Wildin' Out girls. Your raps about exposing my style will not work. I'm certified in these streets. I come from a wild turf. So how you gonna put me in the grave without dirt? That Cal Merc catch me on the block with my henchmen. That ratchet with me, ain't that bitch rocking extensions. I'm your worst nightmare. Call me Hog Intervention. If I start feeling tension, these bullets gonna be patting them just like an invention. Right. Something wrong with your engine. This caddy don't smell right. You got sugar in your tank. You like banana in your tailpipe. You gotta get your tunes up in order to sound nice. I'll pop his hood and put tools to him cause he ain't built right. If this kid nice, call CPS. I'm a child abuser. Big guns, only fuck with 40s and up. You know my style cougars. And you better not rock with racial slurs cause I'm a wild shooter. Start dropping N-bombs, you gonna see mad eagles like Riley Cooper. Third world, thank you.
There it is, give it up for that shit. That shit was crazy.
Caddy, he's tighter.
Think Caddy got that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking tweaked on that.
I mean, what are we doing, bro? Are we trying to get in each other's ass in a battle? Like, if that's the case, like, you know, I always like feel like the classic form of battle rap, like I said, is like that arsenal, like just being straight disrespectful and like saying clever shit that gets to the core of your opponent. And like, even though this fool took it to a place that made a lot of people uncomfortable, it's still fucking wild.
He called him Jaden Smith and it was over. He killed him.
But like, I don't know, bar for bar, I think that Hogish is in the pocket for sure, but it's like the performance on Caddy's side is so crazy. He's just like this big imposing dude, fucking like bleeding from his head, and he just looks crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, So
word.
Cadillack wrong.
Hey yo, you want to get it cracking? Yeah. I stay slamming like a car door. Head up in the clouds like I'm Billy D in Star Wars. Cold coat, 45 bitches surrounding me like Lando. Yeah, Caddy staying loaded, so he never out of ammo. Get that black steady shot up like an extra in Rambo. Free balling, smoking Sherb. That's extra commando. All my friends are dealers, that's a stress they can handle, but the house always wins. I don't suggest that you gamble. So shut up for a second. I'm gonna show you how this shit works. See, that ratchet keep you in the hospital like Big Nurse. I never did church, too busy, I did dirt. Train my fillies on the track, so I run them out on Fig first. I'll make that clip burst, aiming at your bitch purse, tearing through a pink lung tissue like they Big Lurch. Motherfucker, don't act surprised, bitch. You know I get dusted often. My run's like a marathon, man. Fans Hook, Dustin Hoffman. Your midnight cowboy swagger strange. You have a fucking problem since we in the bay. Now I'ma kick this black off the boardwalk like Nucky Thompson. Body outline, chalky white, just like him, face scarred and sliced. But Hogish like, hey, wait, Ronnie's hype. Either he's on the white or off the pipe. But you a pretty boy, Crip. You don't look like the Stockton type. Motherfucker, fuck you up so bad you ain't walking right, then I get rid of this blue dope like Walter White. Hogish, you want war? You gonna get a damn beating. I show up at your door with 3 Ks like I just left a Klan meeting. Motherfucker, and your family gonna learn what loss is. I said I burned all my bridges, so I'll start burning crosses. I'm talking James Earl, rape, balcony, headshot, probably ghost sniper. When I roll up on you in Stockton in that Nazi low rider, if that body don't flop after the first buck, I'll make the shotty go hyper. Don't flop, shotty. I don't give a fuck if you rewind it back. I told Dan I'd do this battle for China White. How the fuck did I get China Black? Motherfucker, you're confusing me with your slanted eyes, nappy hair, but your face round, work ethic of a black man, but built like an Asian from the waist down. I mean, shit, I'm getting paid for this battle, so that just means I get a check. So that means that I would bet that if your micro penis ever does get a wreck, I guarantee you have unprotected sex just so those mud babies can get a check.
And no one reacts. Everyone's like,
all right, this time.
Yo, Caustic's like,
round 2. Yo, you can clap for that. It's cool. Like, make some noise for that.
You can clap for that.
Round 2 is all Hogish.
No, but Caustic goes, you can clap. You can clap for that. It's cool.
He said some shit. I can't go.
The Nazi lowrider shit.
He said mud baby.
Oh man, yeah.
Hey,
I'm saying.
what's that shit you say? My life is like a fashion show. First time I heard you say that, I knew you was a fag for sure. You an average Joe that can't pull average hoes. Only time he's 6 when he need a fix, and I got the antidote. I be on the average coke and my chop ain't fall. I buy my shit straight raw and on cop 8 balls. I'm the type to push keys with a 9M and AR. I control, alt, and delete rappers after these space bars.
Yeah, that's what look give me the rock high every time.
I know you dread being here. We in the bay, homie. That's why I keep that thing on me for suckers that hate on me. This 4-5 will still put your lights out. I'll call it my James Tony. You might think my frame bony, but you want to fade, you could get that. When I open cans, get your lid cracked. This cat say he mac bitches, but he ain't really with that. You went to the Boondocks and got that haircut. Now you think he a pimp named Slickback.
Because it's fucking fire right now. I love it. Because he's a G. Because Makai's the man.
While he sniffed crack in the alley trying to get more high, I come dressed in some bummy clothes just like a poor guy. Start geeking soon as I see this nerd, let that 4 rise. Then it'll show you around just like a tour guide.
That was 2013.
This was suicide. You taking this battle was like slitting your own throat. Jumping off of a building or sinking your own boat. Mad cream, I get my rage on if you slinging that raw dope. That mean when I point 9s, I'm coming for Rondo. I rock shows, how I play with that heavy metal, Kool-Aid flow. They fuck with me in every ghetto. We got 2 different stories. I'm on a whole nother level. You getting whipped, I'm smashing this white Cadillac devil. I said, you a whip, I was smashing this white Cadillac DeVille.
Right?
Crazy. Chill with all that racist shit. I see how you be staring at brothers.
Yes.
Hold on.
Fire.
I said, chill with all that racist shit. I see how you be staring at brothers. That's how all that gangster shit you rap about is just an arrogant cover. When you was locked up, you was afraid of the blacks and you was scared of the others. So the only time...
Yo, look at Caddy smiling, bro.
Hold on.
Yo, hey, Hogish got this round right here.
When you was locked up, you was afraid of the blacks and you was scared of the others. So the only time you could fuck with AB is when you on the yard with your Aryan brothers. Faggot. Thank you.
Yo, fine. That round was fucking the business. I'm giving Hogish that round.
Yeah, I gotta give.
I've been giving Hogish that round.
I want to say that, like, I don't know if it's been said, I'm sure it has, but just reiterate the fact that everyone that came out of the jungle, I would say, is one of the greatest like strings of people that were, as far as artists that were introduced by a single faction.
Yeah, dude.
The fools, the list of people
Innovators,
that came out
bro.
of the jungle.
Like you hear that him
insane.
say that like get around
the round shit.
Like, and you think that shit's cheesy now, but these fools made that shit. This is 2013. They made that shit happen. You know what I mean?
That's that like conceited, and like, you know what I'm saying?
And the way he performs is like conceited. He'd be like the way he like looks at the camera and shit,
and look at that overall list. So if you look at all the different, because people forget like AB HOGISH, forget Dead Man, even like Daylight was on the jungle before any other platform.
Yeah.
Like, and then you have fools obviously like Heartless, QB, Khan, Bricks, Fox, Sazu. You know what I'm saying? There's a bunch of other fools too. That's a great Tiger Ty.
Yeah.
It's a crazy ass list of motherfuckers.
Yeah, people that the jungle was great, man. It was one of the best places to go see a battle and shit too. You know.
Yeah, it was fun.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, it's intense.
Okay, put t-shirt on. What does it mean?
It says Wigger. It says Wigger.
Wow. Tommy Hill Wigger.
What's up? It's your boy. Yo.
That's for sure. Ain't nobody cool shit.
Yeah, that's.
I said, yo. The socioeconomic gap between us is vast. And I don't think that that's nothing funny, because I got great memories in my childhood. My holidays were rather lovely. But Thanksgiving must suck when you're a child that fucking hungry. But hey, at least every Easter, your crackhead dad would dress up as the Jungle Bunny. I said, yo.
This was out of his skull.
I said, yo, at least every Easter, your crackhead dad would dress up as the Jungle.
And I think this is the first time that he did this. If I'm not mistaken, this was the first time that he was like, I'm going to take this shit to the next level.
That's wrong.
No,
the first time unorthodox phrases.
Unorthodox phrases.
Which was worse than this.
Well, that's why HOGISH even had content like,
you're racist.
Yeah.
He wasn't freestyling.
Okay, fair enough. It seemed like, okay, this is when it got like the prison edge to it, I guess.
Yeah, you're right.
It's,
Jungle Bunny. I said, you look so poor, I bet you never had a Christmas. Remember when HOGISH was 5 and was hoping that Santa visit because he had a wish list? Number 1, dear Santa, please don't let Daddy get us and grab the presents and trade them all for crack this Christmas. But your wishes never came true, even though you had persistence, because from age 5 to 18, you were at Stockton Motel 6s trapping nappy bitches while your mother posted ads on Craigslist. I said being Asian and black is tough, especially when you're a hungry boy, because while your Asian side's building the railroad, your black side is unemployed. I mean, you'd rather get those 2 nails, painted and then 2 rails straightened, so I killed this kid at the BART, call it Fruitvale Station. And these Stockton cats better stop talking trash or they family be digging dirt like potting plants. I mean, I know that shit got you mad, because the cops racial profiling your ass and they still get permits for them Glocks in hands. I mean, they can walk around the Stockton Avs with metal on their waist like boxing champs. I mean, there must be some days when you stop and ask, if you stop promoting guns and violence, then maybe you got a chance, but instead you choose to flood the streets with rocks and crack and only give each other props through raps about who's got the most guap or cash. So the true voice of your generation is lost to that, just like a gospel chant from Oscar Grant.
Shit.
I say, yo, I can tell him
He always tried to do that, too.
R&B Oscar.
Is like a make-up real-ass point.
Yeah.
But what did you hear what he was saying?
He
like,
said some real-ass
it
shit.
wasn't like necessarily racist. It was just a straight-up observation. He was like, you cops run around your city with fucking guns all on their waist, killing people left and right. And you guys, and if you do that shit, you go to jail for the rest of your life. That's essentially what he was saying.
He was making a very condescending point.
Yes, for sure. But it's like, it's like it's a real ass observation. You know what I mean? Like, that's a real shit.
It was dope the way he did it, but it was gnarly.
Yeah.
more feminine. I could see brought 4 friends with him. I could kill them all and get away with it. Ask George Zimmerman.
Yeah, he's making a fucked up point.
I said, yo, I said, Then you hit the streets, and y'all just get stupid violent, right? I said, yo, then you hit the streets, and y'all just get stupid violent. I said, oh, fuck it, time.
You know what's funny, too? Hold on, pause it. It's fucking, he would always like try to make this grand point, and it seemed like something would always stand in the way of it. You know what I mean? Like his planned third round for that whole KKK thing was this super like, like
that got in the way.
And there's always something.
I feel like the only one that kind of panned out was unorthodox phrases.
Yeah, because you notice that like
I've never watched The Incredible Battle. I know it's terrible, but
you notice that like the racism always ended with this like point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That he was trying to make.
It sounded like he was going down that route.
Right here, and then he just like fell off it or whatever.
Like, fuck it. Which is kind of like, God damn, you just
no, no, God, I want to know what he fucking wanted to say. I never even asked him. You know what I mean? I'm fucking killing myself to know what the fuck he wanted to say right there. You know.
Let's get it. Yo, final round of Son Hoggish.
Let's go. Yeah, we'll start.
Hold it down. Hold it down, people.
Hey, everybody in the crowd, please.
Respect the MCs. Y'all are battle rappers too.
Yeah, I don't know how we got 200 people in this warehouse and fucking tell people to shut up. You know what I mean?
This for all my Jay-Z fans. In my lifetime, the streets is watching as I'm bagging the hard up. I'm like Nino Brown, how I brought that Magna Carta. It's no reasonable doubt that I'm an American gangster in the streets I'm from. Don't believe me, just watch the throne and y'all gonna see my kingdom come. Right. You live a hard knock life in a trailer park that's quite trashy. And we all know you fuck with The Rock, but that's the blueprint too. Die nasty, your rhymes ass cheeks, so stop fronting like you got a dig. Lex D just put you in a body bag, so that cocky act, not for real. At Takeover, you thought you was super fly, that's what got you killed. And since you died in LA, today you would think Ron O'Neal. I caught this steel. These bullets won't come past him. They'll touch his heart. I said if he cocky still, these bullets got compassion. They'll touch his heart. Your career, pause. Caddy say he got a bad tranny, so he's stuck in park. No, this fag caddy say he got a bad tranny getting stuck in a park. Whoa. I dump him for parts, take him to pick and pull. My trunk like pick and pull, I just pick and pull. I'm Charlie with these burners, fat clips is full. This can pop and give you wings if you don't forget the bull. Right. I grip the tool, turn caddy to a hot rod, show him what these flames do. With one button, you'll get your top drop when your brain's blue. I put him on blades too, cut him down the side till I make him feel inferior. That knife twists and rip his guts out. He gon' need a new interior. Come near the turf, I'ma let my neighborhood watch you get laid down. Since he racial profiling like Zimmerman, you gon' see this Trey Pound. I get the clapping rounds. I say I get the clapping rounds. The burners come from out of town. I'll bring these Florida State semis and I bet you won't stand your ground. I crack your crown just for thinking that you king of the hill. And snatching purses the only time you was swinging a steel. First degree murder bars got me scheming to kill. Be alarmed when you see fire. Don't think it's a drill. I thought I told you to chill with all that racist shit. How you a racist, but it seems like you want to be black. Okay. Usually I use the word nigga in my verses, but I ain't gonna argue with that. But I ain't said nigga this whole battle, not in one of my raps, because I would never give you the privilege of me calling you that.
Look at that. Look how much respect these motherfuckers have. Wow. This fool's bleeding and Hoggish gave him a big old hug.
I do want to speak on the racism thing.
Yo, please do.
Do it, Tasha. Let's go.
Chat is going crazy.
Yeah,
let's go.
I mean, I've been a part of the battle scene for like 8-9 years, give or take a few.
Yeah, fuck
and I come from the era where there's literally no lines in battle rap. Now, when it comes to racism, there's racism in like literally every battle that's out there.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, you can go to the Asians, the whites, the blacks, Spanish, everything. So it's, you have to have thick skin to even to be in battle rap, to watch battle rap, be a part of battle rap, or else you're just gonna go off crying. So it is what it is. He didn't come out and say the N-word directly, didn't call him a nigga, didn't do any of that. So I mean, there's that, but I mean, it's gonna be testy, it's gonna be touchy. That's what battle rap is. That's what makes it interesting. That's what makes it gets the views. Yeah. So it is what it is.
I always said that, like, you know, he's doing, like, it's at the end of the day, he's made himself the target for like the shit that he's saying, you know. Right. So like, and like we always say, like, look at the respect that these fools have for each other. It was never a question with everybody else, like what he was doing as far as like leveling the playing field, like you're saying, like if everyone's going to be racist, but then there was always this like gap, right, where like white folks can't be racist to certain people, like white folks could be racist to Asians, and we could be racist to Mexicans, but we can't be racist to black folks. Like Caddy was like, oh no, fuck that. Like if we're going to be racist, we're just going to be racist, right?
Universally
like,
racist.
And if he was going to battle an Asian dude, he would have been racist to an Asian dude. Right. And if you watch him versus Rub-A-Tongue, which is another white dude who is also like a guy who has, you know, had trouble with the law and been in and out of the system, like, he's racist to him in the way that you could only be racist to a white dude that's been through that shit. And his, like, boys are behind him, like, fucking pissed. And that's, like, the primest example of, like, look, dude, he's doing all this shit to everybody. You know what I mean? Like, he realized this was the trigger. Not only, like you said, it's the shit that gets views. You know what I mean?
It's a marketing ploy. That's what you kind of have to do in any situation. If you're an actor, a comedian, whatever, you're trying to find something to market yourself. Now, not saying that he's marketing himself as a racist, but the fact that he's borderline on that, that's going to get people to watch. That's going to get people to talk. And that's how he made a profit.
He like I said, he made himself accountable for the shit that he said. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, that's, you know, he was the guy who said the shit, you know? But like you said, you know, there were certain lines that he wouldn't cross as far as, like, certain things that he wouldn't say. But he would dance on that fucking line of, like, is this even acceptable? You know what I mean? For sure.
When it was Disaster's event, the Halloween event, when it was KKK versus Daylight, that was kind of, like, scary being there in the venue because you knew something was going to pop off.
Wow.
And we left because we knew. And then after the paintball guns went off, we dipped out.
Yeah, man, I don't know. It was like that whole event was funny because we all didn't really think about what we were doing. Like, I don't think anybody, like, really thought about... We were all just like, oh, let's do this thing because Disaster said and it might be fun. But then, like, in execution, it just got weirder and weirder and weirder. I think I was, like, first. And it was probably the least weird battle of the thing, and then it just
kept... Your battle in Megas was off the chain.
Yes, and it just went... That's the one that went viral and all that.
Well, no, only my round went viral. Only Jesus rapping went viral. None of the shit with Megadeth went viral at all. That battle got, like, views in the hundreds of thousands.
Mega
just me, one round,
though.
10 million fucking views, something like that. That's what happens when you're handsome and when you're not. He's like, yo, I won that shit. I'm like, oh, the one where nobody watched your part? That's fire, you won. But no, point being that, like,
this fool named A+ got a crush on you in the chat.
I know.
Oh shit! It's like this whole thing with Caddy, like I said, is, you know, and fuck, both of these guys aren't here anymore at all, right? So they can't even, like, sit here and talk. You know, the dopest watch ever would be to sit here with Caddy and AB Hoggish and talk about this, because I'm sure that they, like, some of our sentiments would be echoed, but there'd be, like, a whole bunch of layers to the shit.
He would have been fire on watch as a side.
Oh my fucking god, he would have been the best.
He was pretty crazy on pay-per-view commentaries.
Oh my god, he was insane.
Back to Basics too.
He was insane. I remember,
that's like that picture where you're like putting your head down on the table.
Fucking thing, because he's talking about No Shame's Luciferian agenda.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, dude, you're out of fucking control. And you know, interviews too, like all the interviews he did were hella good. Like the kind of neat one we always talk about, but even like the one he did with Roan for BattleRap.com was like a super great interview.
Yeah, I feel like the kind of neat one though is like his most honest.
Oh, that was a fire
AB Hoggish didn't die, but he's definitely in jail for like the rest.
It's locked up.
Yeah, for like like a stretch. Like if there's parole, he's a grown old man by the time he.
Does HOGISH have more battles now?
Yes, he battled Rum Nitty at Takeover, and QP at Bolas 4. Right?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was
wow,
a good battle.
that's
QP battled 3 people that night. AB Hoggish, Disaster, and Caddy.
God damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe 4. I think maybe he battled.
And then he battled his girlfriend in the parking lot, right?
That was
and flagged down the police when he lost. He lost the battle to his girlfriend, so he flagged down the police. Like, fuck, I lost this one.
Yeah,
3-0.
Bola 4 though, and that's the same event where you battled Nestle.
Oh yeah.
The fucking
it's my brother.
Broken leg.
Broke knee.
That's
Nestle.
where he threw down the crutches.
Yeah.
So I got the.
That was hard. Yeah.
I'm like, all right, man, but I'll just kick you right there.
360 versus
Roan.
The one time I had a chance.
And it was notable for the fact that Avo didn't film it, so it looks like absolute butt cheeks.
Funny part, I was filming with a music video.
With No Can Do that day.
And we like came back and like watched the rest of the battle.
Which Mag Lethal versus Thesaurus, crazy.
Yeah, crazy battle, man.
Which they took on like 72 times
an hour. Word.
Wow, insane.
And they're like, oh, they wrote it together.
It was fire though.
But yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in to watch.
Oh shit! Hey man, shouts out. Thank you for having me as always.
Of course.
Dirtbag Dan Show is live every Monday at 9 p.m. PST and fucking 30s where we actually talk about battle rap because we don't talk about battle rap with these assholes on the show anymore. Not much at least.
You some.
And if someone does something super stupid like Mook is like, oh, world's flat. We're like, oh, we're going in. But like otherwise, we I would save that shit for 30s on Friday, 1 p.m. every day, every Friday, and it's live. And I talk about battling for an hour. This week, actually, Reverse Live is going to join us, and we're going to do
Let's go.
99 Chicken versus Bonchon.
Oh, yeah, because he can't do it on Mondays.
Yeah.
Bonchon.
Word up.
But yeah, God bless. Love
What's
y'all.
going on for Rap Grid coming up?
You know what? I have no idea.
Yeah.
Probably some RBE stuff. I got to talk to Direct.
Yeah.
Well, shit, RBE.
I will say it. Yeah, they're doing the RBE event along with me. We're filming Mook versus
yeah, they got you. They got the big dog. Good,
so,
man. Everybody rejoice.
That
We
shit's gonna
fucking
be
rejoice, y'all. Avocado's filming that shit. That's so
So,
funny because everyone was like, y'all better have Avocado film this shit. They're like, all right, man. Okay.
Yeah, shout out to you guys for pushing that because it probably wouldn't have happened unless you did that. So.
You really think so?
No.
Wow, that's fine.
Yeah, I
So,
agree.
shout out to everybody on
Yes,
the
yes.
Bravo, you're the
People's
best.
choice. You're the
But that's
fucking
dope on
people's
RBE's
choice.
behalf that they listen to the people. That's why they're doing good right now. You know what I'm saying?
Sir. All right, what we got coming up next this week on Friday? Lush, are you going to come over for this shit? Okay, Ilmac and Only One have a new album dropping on Friday, and we're going to live premiere it on Ruin Your Day. So tune in at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're going to listen to the whole album, talk about it. Then we might watch a battle because I feel like Only One's never in town, so I might as well utilize them. So... Thank you guys for tuning in.
Yes. Hey, you got to have Tasha on more because the people love her.
Tasha lives in LA. She's got to come over.
She's also got crazy battle insight. Like I said, like a long lineage with this shit. Being at live events.
You've been everywhere.
It's been a long ass
Fucking
time.
A.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
Thank you for having me.